Hey everybody, this is Shane. I have another toy review. This time I'm actually reviewing a UNSC Warthog that's released by Jada Toys. Now, Jada Toys is known for making high quality collectible replica vehicles. They mostly focus on real world vehicles. However, they will make vehicles for, whatever's really popular at the moment. Now, back in 2008, because there was a live-action Speed Racer movie, they actually did a series of vehicles. By series, I mean I can think of like 2 different vehicles off the top of my head, based on the classic Speed Racer anime series. I myself actually have a classic Mach 5 by Jada Toys that I have signed by Peter Fernandez. I'll show that off later if anyone's interested. But first off, the Warthog here, there's 2 different versions. The one I have here is the Combat Edition. There's also one that's not marked as such. I guess it's a non-combat edition. But the only difference between this and the other one is the Combat Edition has a flat finish, whereas the other one has more of a very glossy finish to it. Not only is the green paint job on it shiny, but it's also a darker shade of green. Like the vehicle wasn't intended for combat, like it's intended for show. But as you can see, it's actually nicely detailed. It's got no step on either side of the front of the hood. It's got the standard, well, not standard, but the newly redesigned UNSC emblem on both sides right here. It's dotted on the side of the turret right there. It's also marked UNSC on either side of the back. And as you can see, it's the Halo 4 style Warthog. Now, a couple things. The turret right here, it does fully rotate a full 360 degrees. However, as I said, most of this vehicle is die-cast. I was expecting the turret to be die-cast, but surprisingly, the gun itself is not die-cast. It's actually plastic. The entire turret is plastic. Now, it does have a little bit of, let me remove the ring. It does have a little bit, it does have an upward motion, a little bit of a downward motion. It's on a very tight spring. It does come with 2 figures. First off is the Marine. Let me see if I can get him in focus. There we go. But as tiny as he is, he's actually got some reasonably good detail for as small as he is. But he can bend up at the shoulder. As you can see, it's stopped by the shoulder armor right there. But if it folds in and out, full 360 degrees. His arm, it looks like it should bend at the elbow, but as you can see on mine, he's fixed. His elbows are fixed. Now down here on his legs, however, there we go. It does have a spot right down here, shows that he can actually bend his leg outward, but on mine he's like really stiff. He can bend at the knees, but with mine, he just his leg right here feels like it's going to snap off at the knee. It feels like that in both of his legs, rather. But the main thing you're really going to be doing with this Marine, really, is have him displayed manning the gun on the back of the Warthog. Now, this also comes with the Halo 4 Master Chief. Now, he's actually fairly nicely detailed for as small as he is, but his legs do bend up, down. Hold on. They can fully swivel and all that. He does bend at the knee. His legs do right down here at the knee do swivel left, right. He's got that both of his legs. He does have a little bit of waist movement. He's got very little left to left movement in his head. His arms do bend up. That's really about as high as they go. And his arms do fully rotate. That's about it as far as his articulation. But main thing you're really going to be doing with the Chief here is you're going to be having him behind the driver's seat of the Warthog. But my main complaint I have, especially if you look at it from this perspective, it looks like he can't see past the wheel. Looks to me like he really can't see forward. But, I mean, I don't know how well you can actually tell, but the driver and passenger side seat looks like there's plenty of room in there. Matter of fact, it actually looks like it's really, I wouldn't say, I guess you can say comfy, because there's plenty of room, because that's what it looks like. Also, the interior of the Warthog itself is actually nicely detailed. So you could say this is actually more of a, I guess, a scaled die-cast replica of the Warthog itself. And also, as you can see, the tires themselves do fully spin, no issues. And the tires themselves almost seem like they're a hard rubber. Like a really hard rubber. I could be mistaken. But, I mean, overall, this is a dead solid Warthog. This is absolutely dead solid as far as a collectible goes. If you want my opinion, this is actually well worth getting. It's only $14.99, which for this size, you get the Chief, you get a Halo 4 Marine, the newly updated, slightly redesigned Warthog. Overall, dead solid. It's definitely worth getting. It's a go. But that's my take on the Jada Toys Combat Edition Warthog. You have a good day.